Hello. Welcome to the Goods. I know that you have been looking at us wearing our Fly Goods podcast gear and wondering where can we get those. Well, guess what? We have the answers for you. We have it here, Teespring. Go to Teespring and you will find all of this glorious merchandising, from T-shirts to mugs to, well, there's other toys, but we can't talk about that now. Go to Teespring. Enjoy our memorabilia. And we're back! Oh, Flash!
No substance.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 DC films. With all of this news going around with Michael Keaton returning as Batman, you get Snyder cuts, you get Joel Schumacher cuts of Batman Forever.
We don't want that.
You got, Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Maybe.
What a great time to be a DC fan. You got all of this news going on, and hopefully after all of this madness with the pandemic is over, we can actually get to some really good DC comic book fun. But in the meantime, let's look back and give us our top 5 DC films. I lost my place there. Terrence, go first.
Yep, you are back at home here in that seat, aren't you? We missed you, man. All right, so I think we decided that we were going to include not only live action, but animated films. So if you know what? I don't even know why I said it, because I don't have an animated one in my top 5. But,
and we should.
Number 5!
Number 5!
Number 5,
Get it?
a new sound effect? Oh.
The Batman.
Oh yeah, because it's
the 1960s, get it? Oh, God. Never mind, guys. Number 5.
Number 5. All right, so number 5 is Constantine. Constantine with Cool Breeze himself.
With John Wick.
With John Wick himself. With Bill.
I like John Wick better.
Yeah. Well, no, Bill's fine. I mean, we're getting ready to get a sequel today. Anyway, so Constantine. Look. Everything about that movie was inaccurate to the actual comic book.
This I believe.
Was so inaccurate to the actual character in comic book. But Keanu Reeves
saves it.
No, I mean, just him on screen is just so like, look, he doesn't get enough credit for being a presence in a film. Somebody that you actually want to go out and see in a movie, that when a Keanu Reeves film comes out, like, I think a lot of times we get caught up with like, oh, it's just a good story, it's a good premise, blah, blah. You kind of really want to see Keanu Reeves in a film. And to see him in one, this is, to my knowledge, this is his only superhero film?
You don't think that you got that from The Matrix?
No.
He had done like Speed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so when The Matrix came out, you mean to say that outside of the story of The Matrix, you were like, I don't know if I want to see this. Oh wait, Keanu Reeves is in this film? Now you got me. No.
Yes.
You wanted to see that based on
it. Hell, you even had the poster in your room.
Because it was a good movie.
It was a good poster.
It's a good poster.
All
It's
right.
a really good poster.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so he does such a great job. Just like I said, the way he even portrayed the character is so inaccurate to the character of Constantine in cartoons, animated forms, in any other form. It was basically Keanu Reeves doing magic. Whoa. Is what we got to see with almost some woes. I think there was an almost woe in there. But it was like, you got to see him do a superhero film being Keanu Reeves. But he did such a great job being Keanu Reeves, because he's been doing it for quite some time, that it made you enjoy what they gave you on screen. Like, I wasn't even aware of Constantine until Keanu Reeves came out with this movie, and then I found out it was a comic book, and then I went ahead and saw that it was nothing like the comic book. But the film is a really, really good film, and Keanu Reeves himself sells you on the film.
Right. Nice.
Even though it's very highly inaccurate.
Number 4.
Number 4. Oh God, I feel like I want to change this. Okay, no, we're gonna stick with it. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, the highly accurate Wonder Woman.
The highly accurate Wonder Woman. Look, Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot or however we're gonna pronounce her name. We all had our doubts in seeing her as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but for the dumbest reasons.
Because she didn't look the part.
She
can't really act.
Go ahead.
I mean, those are dumb reasons.
Those are dumb reasons.
I mean, felt like good reasons when we said them, but she did a great job.
Michael Keaton entered.
She did a great job in this film, and it was like this was our Dark Knight moment, where we felt like, hey, so much had been put against her going into this particular role that we were happy to be found out that we were wrong. It's like she has been widely accepted as being Wonder Woman, and this film did such a great job, even though it kind of stole some Captain America moments.
And Superman.
It stole a lot of moments from other films, but it did a great thing to basically instill in us like what we expected from Wonder Woman. It was like, hey, we had our images of what we were going to get from Wonder Woman and what we wanted to be in a storyline, and it met all those expectations. The film did really great. It was a period piece. The best thing they did was get Chris Pine to be in this movie, because without Chris Pine, I feel like this movie would have fell apart. But Gal Gadot did a great job in this film, and both them playing off of each other went a long way to helping this movie succeed. It had a great action. It had a great storyline. It had like I said, the back and forth between them on screen, their what's the word I'm looking for? Chemistry works so well on screen. So much so that we're gonna get Chris Pine back in a sequel
with no explanation
of how
he survived.
But this film did a lot for the DC universe, because without this film, this universe was sputtering. It was going out, and it's like, and this kind of saved it to where they can't just restart the whole universe.
I agree with that.
Because they don't want to start over with Wonder Woman. But this is a great film. It deserves to be in the top 5.
I agree with that.
All right, number 3.
Number 3.
All right, so number 3, and this is when the hate's gonna come in. I thought the hate might come in with Wonder Woman at 4, but I feel like the hate's gonna start coming in right now. I went with Dark Knight at number 3.
That's worse than having
It's
top
not-
5 Batman.
it's not
top
Batman
5
at number
superheroes
5.
and having Batman at 5. That is equivalent to that.
You know what? So, and what's funny is like my daughter saw the setup here, and she was like, because I was saying I was buying another Batman action figure, and she was like, "What are you gonna do with that Batman?" I was like, "Oh, he's getting replaced." I said, "I can't have 2 representations of Batman on my desktop." And he's like, "He's my number 5 Batman character." And then she pointed out, "There's a Batman here, there's a Batman there."
And on my side. And it's on my side.
But that doesn't take away about how much I really do like Batman, and Batman Dark Knight is probably one of the best DC films that's ever been out there. Some would say one of the best comic book films out there. I wouldn't be that person. But but in my
Attack,
top
Robert, attack!
In my top 5 DC films, it's number 3. It's a great movie.
Wow.
It needs to be.
I'm
It needs to
shocked.
be up in the upper echelon of DC films.
Yeah,
But you know
not
what?
at 3.
We're looking at the whole grand scheme, the whole landscape of DC films. There are some other great DC films out there.
If you see Swamp Thing or Red, we're gonna fight. Number 2!
Number 2! I didn't even talk about how great the movie is. It's a great movie. All right, so number 2. My number 2 DC film is Superman 2. Oh, I don't get any crap about that?
No.
I don't get any crap about that. It's a great film. Look, dude. All right, so I like Man of Steel, because Man of Steel gave us an updated version of what it was like to see Kryptonians fight. But as a kid watching Superman 2, we had already established who Superman was. It's like, he's out here saving the day now. This is Superman in motion. It's like he's already up and running, no backstory. He's just being Superman at this point. That's what I wanted to see. We sat through the boring parts of the first Superman and him barely doing anything until the end. This one is just Superman all the way through, and we get to see him fight Kryptonians. We get to see Christopher Reeves, who is the best Superman out of the 3 Superman that we got. George, whatever. So he's the best Superman that's out there. Yeah, rest in peace. But this is the most iconic Superman film. This is what everybody strives to be. This is how we all envision Superman to be and what we want out of our Superman. This movie was great. It had a lot of things as far as like I said, give
me Terrence Stamp as Zod.
I mean, yeah,
Kneel before Zod.
That's what I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember his name, and his name is Terrence, which is really funny.
Yeah.
So
and you forgot it.
Terrence Stamp as Zod is such a great part of this movie. And it's like, because that showed you the how they were polar opposites. This is what we wanted our hero to stand for. This was the ultimate villain at this point. This movie is great, and the back and forth battle, even though it was slow and the special effects weren't that great, but the movie was an amazing movie.
It was an amazing movie.
It was an amazing movie, and this is what every Superman film should be. Man of Steel 2 might be it. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Number 1.
Number 1.
I want to know the movie that
like,
beats The Dark Knight.
I feel like you could guess it.
Batman Returns.
Yeah, of course. Look, Batman Returns, my favorite Batman film. It is. It's better than Dark Knight, unfortunately.
You
because
are
it
out
learned
of your mind.
Look. This was the first film that learned. Well, I'm sorry, not even learned. This is the first film that basically set in stone how you actually have a superhero film with multiple villains, and you care about the fact that he has to take them all on. I mean, we had Penguin, we had Catwoman. It's like, and they both got balanced out in this. Are you really giving me these eyes? It's a great film. Yes. We
great.
all know it's because of Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm a big fan of Michelle Pfeiffer in this, but that doesn't mean why it got in my number one. It got in my top 5
how about
because
Walken? How about Christopher Walken?
Great.
Great.
Great. I used to have a crush on the girl from Saturday Night Live. She did the whole thing and she appeared in like one scene, and I remember I had like such a crush on her. I can't remember her name for the life of me right now. But anyway, the film, because you were like talking about other people, like all these other characters. Christopher Walken, great small part in this film. I was like, I'm not gonna undercut his
Small part?
It's a small part.
He was right next to freaking Danny DeVito the whole time.
You gonna say Danny DeVito was like outshined by Christopher Walken?
Well, he didn't make the poster, but damn it, but he was still a big part of the movie.
This ain't King of the York.
All right, anyway.
Batman Returns. Look, Michael Keaton, once again, I like my characters to already be established and ready to go. And this one, we got through the first Batman 1989. And this one, it was like he was already Batman in Batman 1989, but this is like full out Batman doing all the Bat gadgets, facing multiple villains and stuff like that.
You actually see Batman like straight up kill people in this.
I mean, he killed people in the first one too.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about where he like,
Like knifing people off the buildings.
He hits the ignition
and the flames,
on
the
fire.
rocket. I mean,
Well, yeah, you're right. He did kill that dude when he hits his head on the bell. You're right.
So,
I forgot about that.
he shoots somebody or he puts a bomb in somebody's pants, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He killed people all the time. Zack Snyder shouldn't get as much crap as he got. Tim Burton should be getting all the crap because Batman killed a whole bunch of people in his series.
Yes,
but anyway, Batman Returns is the best Batman film of all time. And I would say, and I do say, is the best DC film of all time, which is why Robert Pattinson will be redoing this film.
You think that the Batman is the remake of Batman Returns?
I believe it's gonna be.
I say it's the Long Halloween. That's what I think. Okay, so I got Christy Conway. She wasn't on there.
No.
Jan Hooks.
Jan Hooks. That's her name. Jan Hooks.
You had a crush.
I had a
Jan.
crush
You had
on
a
Jan.
crush on Jan Hooks.
Look at Jan Hooks in Saturday Night Live from the 1970s
All right,
or
all
the
right.
80s or whatever
She's
the hell
cute.
she was.
Jan Hooks is cute.
It's like see her in Batman Returns. There's a whole scene where like what's his name? He got his ear bit or something. Another dude from I want to say from Saturday Night Live too. He gets his ear bit and she like bends over to like help him out and he was like, I like to show her my flipper
trick.
And I was like, oh.
I'd like to fill her void.
Jeez. All right, my number 5. My number 5 actually does start with Wonder Woman, and
That's your number 5?
That is my number 5. And to be honest with you, I didn't really see it coming of how reminiscent of Richard Donner's original Superman that it was going to be, with Flash as a Captain America from the World War II aspect of it. But regardless, Gal Gadot was fantastic in this, and she really helped jumpstart the DCU. And it was almost like the apology for everything in the beginning. But she really put it on the map, and it did fantastic numbers. Nobody
the DC universe.
Nobody saw it coming. Patty Jenkins was just phenomenal as directing this talent, and I just thought it was freaking amazing. And Gal Gadot and the special effects and everything was just freaking fantastic. Chris Pine, like you said before, he knocked it out of the park.
If this film
he
bombs,
was basically Kirk, but whatever.
He was. If this film bombs, Aquaman never comes out.
That's
Justice
right.
League never comes out.
I believe that. Well, that's a good thing. All right, number 4. Number 4 is the animated Batman Assault on Arkham.
I love that movie.
This is what the Suicide Squad should have been. If you wanted to see more or less what the Suicide Squad was all about, watch Batman Assault on Arkham. Now, there's a lot of others, and we'll talk about it in our honorable mentions, but this animated movie is absolutely one of my favorites in all of animation. Check it out. Very well acted. There are certain scenes that are just brutal as shit, and of course, like always, Harley Quinn just steals the show.
I know. Just wait till they do the Assault on Arkham cut.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Number 3!
Number 3!
It's Batman Returns!
Batman Returns. See, it's too low. It should be number 1.
Now, it was really tough, and actually, doing prep, I actually had to ask Terrence. Batman 89, Or Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
Because it was so
Jack
close.
Nicholson did a great
Jack
job in
Nicholson
it.
was fantastic, but just the mere look. You know what? Jack Nicholson and the Wait Till They Get a Load of Me in the trailer was what blew that movie out of the freaking water. So that's why it was really hard. But am I going to go with one iconic performance versus really three, to be honest with you, because Danny DeVito, Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, all of them were excellent. And in this one...
And Christopher Walken.
That's right. And Jan Hooks.
And Jan Hooks.
With this one, though, everything this is what's funny is that, he got outshined, which is pretty much why Michael Keaton stopped being Batman in the first place, because he really did not want to be outshined by the villains anymore. But like, dude, you're Batman. Who cares about the villains? You're gonna beat them anyway.
Right.
Anyway, so everything that Michael Keaton, that Jack Nicholson was, Michelle Pfeiffer was. I think that Michelle Pfeiffer actually took it away from Danny DeVito, even though Danny DeVito's makeup and his character design was really, really good. Michelle Pfeiffer was just, wow.
She did great. It was one of those times where like I had no problems with any of the castings of anybody in the film. Or like Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, I was like totally accepted it, believed it, still have images of it. Danny DeVito as the Penguin, you were like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. And to see him do such a great job on screen, it was like,
how about this? You ain't seen the Penguin since.
You haven't. You seen what, 3, 4 Jokers? And it was like you've
You
never
ain't seen that. That's how
Penguin.
freaking awesome of a performance he did.
Josh Gad, we're gonna see it.
Josh Gad, let's do it.
We're gonna see
or
it.
Jonah
Josh
Hill,
Gad.
one of two. All
I
right.
would prefer Josh Gad. I don't want to see Jonah Hill.
Number 2.
Number 2.
It's Superman 2.
See, look at this. Oh, why do we do this?
But
It's the same
not,
list.
but not, the Donner cut. I cannot stand the Donner cut.
Still haven't
and
seen the Donner
here
cut.
is why. All right, everybody actually always talks about the Donner cut and how much better it is. To be honest with you, the flow and the timing and everything of that movie just does not mesh. And I know that they were filmed back to back with the original 1978 version, but it just did not flow that well. The theatrical release actually flowed a hell of a lot better with the first Superman.
Okay.
So
Only one I've seen.
So everything that we talked about earlier, from Christopher Reeve's performance, returning
if you're still here, because we do these end of the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.